Hi all, and welcome back to your channel. So today I'm back at Goodison Park. The simple reason is I'm going to do, well, it'll say in the title, I'm going to do a video of my memories as a Liverpool fan of Goodison Park. So the last video I've done of Goodison Park has almost reached 90,000 views now, which is amazing. Yeah, I'm really happy that people are watching it and people are liking it. I'll be making a part 2 on that one because it brought up a lot of talking points and questions that got brought up. So I'll make a part 2 on that at some point. Try and get everything cleared up in that one. Before I start this, if you do me a favour, like the video. If you like the video, just press the thumbs up. Subscribe. It's absolutely free. It costs nothing to subscribe if you like the content I'm putting out. And again, if you've got any questions, anything that you want to talk about, leave a comment. Okay. So I'll try not to drag this on too much. Okay. So I've got quite a few memories of mine of Goodison Park, so I'm going to share them with everyone. Okay. And to get over the grounds, and then I'll get started. And it's not what you're gonna. It's not going to be what you think. Of me going to a match, watching Liverpool at Goodison Park. It's me watching Everton at Goodison Park. Because when I was a kid, me and my mates, we used to go to as many matches as we could, whether it be Everton or Liverpool. Let's get a little bit higher, get all the grounds in. Yeah, we used to. But this is late 80s, early 90s. Used to try and get them out. You used to know people on the turnstile that would let you in, and in them days you paid on the turnstile to get in. There's no scanning your ticket to get in. So one of the matches I went to was Everton v Leeds, very early 90s. This must have been around 1990. It's when Neville Southall done the post sit. So we were at the match. We were sitting in a park end, and Everton weren't doing great. Liverpool. Leeds were winning at half time. I think it's about 2-0. They were winning 2-0 at half time. All the players went in, and about 4 minutes later, all the fans started cheering, and there's Neville Southall walking out. And I thought, it's fast, isn't it? I've been told to get out and train or something. Next thing, Neville Southall goes to his goal, sits down, and has a sulk on, leaning next to the post. Yeah, and it's a bit weird, but it's iconic now. And I was at that match, which is strange for me being a Liverpool fan. So just getting a good look over the ground and the pitch and that. Yeah, so that was weird for me. So I say, me and my mates used to go to loads of games, Liverpool and Everton. If we couldn't get tickets, then we'd go for the last 15 minutes. As soon as the doors open, we walk in, and no one would stop you. People were going out anyway, so there's room in the ground, so you just go and sit down and watch the last 15 minutes of the match. Failing that, we'd go outside the grounds every match day and just see if anyone had any spare tickets. And one game, I'm going back years now. It was the very old park end, so it was down here, and we were on a Bullens Road. The game had kicked off, and we were just seeing if there'd be people outside selling tickets, and if they didn't sell tickets, they'd give them away. So we knocked around, see if any of the lads selling tickets had any spares, and they didn't. Next thing, there's about 10 Chelsea fans walking up the so we were down on the Bullens Road. There's about 10 Chelsea fans walking up the Bullens Road, and proper cockneys. Like they wouldn't look out of place working in the arches on EastEnders, you know what I mean, in the garage, and proper cockneys. And he went, I'm not gonna put the accent on. I'll just kill it. But all right, boys, he's going to match. I went, no, we can't. We haven't got a ticket. We can't get in. So he said, yeah, follow us. We'll get you in. Thought, right, okay. So there's us, about 12, 13 years old, following these cockneys, got to the park ends, and they had tickets, but the turnstiles were shut, so they had to open a big gate to let them in. And so so they said, come on boys, so we're walking in behind them. They've obviously got tickets, and so it was down here somewhere, it was in a corner, so it was down here somewhere, getting into the old park ends, when he had the big blue wall. And then the person on the gate stopped us, said, have you got tickets? I went, no, we haven't got tickets. And these lads said that they're with us. So I said, well, do you have to pay to get in? So the guy said, how much is it? I can't remember how much it was, but he just pulled out this big wedge of £10 notes, massive, you know, back then the £10 notes are massive. So pulled out a big £10 notes, paid for like 7 of us to get in, and there's us in the park ends. What? With the Chelsea fans, and don't remember, some of my mates are Everton fans, and we're standing there, so we're watching the match, we didn't care. But there's a die-hard blue that we used to know that used to go to all the matches, you know. He was about 10 years older than us, so we're about 12, 13, he's about 22, 23. Next thing, he's in with the Chelsea fans in the away end because he couldn't get a ticket for the match. And we're going, you're alright, I'm not going to mention names in these stories, by the way, but you're alright. And he's like that, fingers were like going, shh, quiet. Well, why what's up? I said, if these hear you talk, we're going to get battered. I said, you might, but they've just paid us in. So we're standing, so the rest of the match, I think Chelsea won that match about 2-0, 2-1, something like that. But it didn't matter because we got in to see the match. And so I put the camera up and have a little look around the city. So anyway, the match is finished, and we're walking out with these cockneys. Next thing they're going, yeah boys, we'll take you something to eat. I thought, a bit weird this. So I thought, alright, yeah. And then, you know, we thought, we're going to try and get away from these now, it's a bit weird that. And you know, it's busy getting out the match, innit? So, in the crowd, and then we just, you know, we were only small, so we just filtered into the crowd and then made our way home again, because we only lived 5 minutes away. But yeah, it was a weird one. But I'd like to meet that fella again who paid us in. He probably won't remember us, and I can't remember what he looked like, but you know, it was surreal moments. What else have we got on here? Oh yeah, reserve games. We used to go to a lot of reserve games. Now, if you're a season ticket holder, reserve games are free if you showed your season ticket. And back then, season ticket was like a book of tickets. You just ripped one out and give it in, you know, every match. But obviously we didn't have season tickets. About £1, £2 a game, but we didn't have £1, £2. So, you know, I'm losing track of what I'm doing with the drone here. I'm sorry for the sketchy footage. But yeah, we didn't have season tickets. So what we did do, we bought a load of autograph books from the shop, because the autograph books had the same cover as the season tickets, and all you had to do was show the cover of the season ticket and they'd let you in. So we were getting into reserve games with autograph books and they were thinking it was season tickets. Yeah. So I don't think we were stealing from the club, we just wanted to watch the footy, you know what I mean? And it wasn't, they were never sellouts, put it that way. There was only a couple of hundred people watching, but they were always at Goodison Park, which was good. Let me get over the grounds. Supposed to be looking at the stadium here and just waffling away. Yeah, so there's the park ends anyway. I spent a lot of time in the old park end, to be honest, with that big blue wall. In the upper park end, obviously, with the home fans, but it was just at one time with the Chelsea fans when we got in. What else? Oh yeah, when Everton got to the FA Cup final in 1995. Now, back then the FA Cup was a massive thing, you know, a lot bigger than it is now. And in the semis, I think Everton beat Spurs in the semis when Amakachi subbed himself on, basically, where Joe Rowe was going to make a sub and Amakachi just ran on, and the rest is history, because he won them the game and they got to the final at Wembley. And so my mate was a massive blue, I'm trying not to have this video going on too long, but this story needs telling. So my mate was a massive blue, and you had to have 4 stubs to get yourself a final ticket. So you had to have been to like 4 games to get a final ticket, and he hadn't been to these games. But at the back of the season tickets, you'd have spare tickets, spare numbered tickets. So say you needed like tickets 9, 11, 24, whatever, at the back of the book. So he'd been to 3 of the games, so he had these tickets, and he was looking like for a single numbered ticket. I think it was like a 9 or something. So at the back of the season tickets, there's these spare tickets that they used to have. Now, Everton fans of a certain age will be able to remind me on this of what they were, but they were at the back of the book, and they were spare tickets. And so say he was looking for 9, he'd go round asking everyone for these spare tickets and get like a 99 or a 79, and he'd get sellotape, and he'd start putting it over the number, say to 79, he'd start putting it over the number 7 and lifting the ink off, so it would just be a number 9. And he ended up getting 4 of these and doing the same thing. Anyway, he qualified for the cup final ticket, but he had family members who said, yeah, here's our sets, go and get us tickets, final tickets, when they go on sale on Monday morning. So Friday afternoon, me and him walked up to Goodison Park, and now let me get over where the ticket office was. The ticket office then was at the park end. I think it's in the main stand now, isn't it? So there's a ticket office down here. So we walked up Speller Lane, because we only live 5 minutes away. We walked up Speller Lane, got to the ticket office, and went said to the fella, the tickets go on sale on Monday morning. He went, yeah, 8 o'clock they go on sale. He said, okay mate, nobody's here. I get here about 6. I said, oh, you're joking, aren't you? He said, why? He said, they're starting to queue now. So we walked, I said, we were looking around, we couldn't see anyone queuing. Where are they? He said, down the corner. So we walked onto Bullens Road, around here, and just in the corner there, there's about 70 to 100 people in the queue, and he just put his hand on his head and said, oh my god, I've got to start queuing now, and this is Friday afternoon and they'll go on sale till Monday morning. So he said, do us a favour, run down to my mum's, tell her I've got a queue. So I had to do all the running around for him. How old were we? 16, 17, something like that. So he's queuing. He started queuing then Friday afternoon. We meant to be going out that night. So anyway, I ran down, told mum and that, got back, and there was hundreds and hundreds of people down in the queue. It was, it was starting to look like Glastonbury. And so I left in 2 anyway. I went for my night out, went to the Kiss in Ainsley. 2 o'clock in the morning, it emptied out, got a taxi home and said, do us a favour mate, drop us off on County Road, I'll shoot up to Goodison Park, see how I was getting on. So ran to Goodison Park, and there was tents and there was deck chairs everywhere, there was people everywhere queuing up, and I got to his spot, and somehow he'd got further up in the queue. But all along the road here, and I mean it was going right round the ground then, there were just people and tents everywhere. So it was going right down the road, right round the corner, right round the main stand. It was, I can't remember where I'm sure it was going down the streets onto County Road. But anyway, I'm half cut. I'm laughing my head off because he's still in this queue and he's fuming because he didn't get his night out. And anyway, it didn't matter, because when Monday morning come, it got closer and people started like pushing forwards. So they're pushing forward around the grounds. So that means everyone here was pushing forward. And the next thing, this road was just rammed edge to edge with people just like close on being a crush. I wasn't there, and this is his words, and again I won't mention his name, but there's a massive, so he said he was right at the front anyway. Long story short, he got his tickets, he was the cup final, they won, but what, 2.5, 3 days he queued up for to get the tickets. Like that wouldn't happen now. You buy them online, you go on ballots, and if you're successful, you get your tickets, simple as that. Back then there was thousands and thousands who didn't get a ticket that had queued up for a couple of days, and there's still people turning up on the day. But yeah, all down this road, discarded tents, discarded deck chairs, There must be hundreds of pounds worth of stuff just lying around on the floor. Yeah, right. I might have to leave it there, guys, because I have gone on a lot here. Yeah, that's going to cover it for my memories of Goodison Park. You know what? I've got some funny ones and some good ones. Because, I say, I'm just a football fan, mate. I like watching football. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool supporter. I go to games, I go to finals, stuff like that. But apart from that, I just like watching football. So I hope you like this video. I'm sorry if the drone footage isn't up to scratch, because I was just chatting away, really. I could have done this in the house, couldn't I? But yeah, so I'll leave it there, and I hope you liked it. I'll speak to everyone soon. Okay, look after yourselves.